Man, look, make this video today. Call this video Sucker DJs. Look, man, I'm having a problem with the DJ business here. And it's not really anything with the music, nor the promoters, nor anything of that shape, form, or fashion. It's just the input from all of you young dudes with big mouths, man. Alright? Now, this one dude called DJ Vekid, right? And, I was watching someone's routine on the DMC. I guess they were applying for the DMC. Actually, they were doing a Stanton promotional video. That's actually what it was, because now Stanton is the official equipment supplier for the DMC championship, And I'm like, man, look, to me, if you're going to call something DMC as a disco mix championship, there should be more mixing in it. Now, in the video, what we see is, the dude, DJ Switch, I think his name was, and there's another dude, Cutmaster, whoever's in his crew, Cutmaster, whoever the hell his name is, I don't care. They were showing us their routine, minute and a half, 2 minutes of their routine. And I'm like, well, look, man, that's great, I don't mind seeing, the tearing, the flaring, the chirping, the flashing, the scratching, and all of that stuff. But you know what I want to see, man? I want to see somebody actually do a mix. I want to see somebody take one record, got 120 beats a minute, mix it with another record, got 125 beats a minute, 130 beats a minute, and keep the people moving. Now, this dude, DJ Vekid, he's going to get at nigga, I don't know nothing about the DMC. You don't know nothing about this. And I'm like, well, man, look, man. I know what a mix is. I know there ain't a mix. Now, last night, this other dude, this 13-year-old dude, gonna show me his routine from Scratch Academy. You don't know nothing. You're a clown. You don't know nothing about DJing. I'm like, man, who are you to talk? Who are you to talk, man? I mean, the record player is older than you are. If you're sitting there with a Technics 1200, most likely that record player is 20 years old, right? Even your father was a damn teenager when that record player was built. But my thing is, it's about fucking DJs, man. It's about how come with these young dudes, you just can't disagree. You can't agree to disagree. If what I think is something different than what you think, then let that be different. Let that be the difference. Why it gotta be? You suck. You don't know nothing about nothing. So I'm like, I know where that comes from. Because why do you dudes raised by women? And you pick up that cattiness that women do. All that bird brain dingbat bullshit that they do, where they got to be envious and jealous of somebody else because she got a pair of shoes and you don't have them shoes. She got a fancy handbag and you don't have the handbag, so you envious of her. Look, man, my concept of what it is to be a DJ is they're pretty much universal, right? If you play music and nobody wants to hear what you play, you ain't a DJ, right? If people don't ask you for your mixes, I mean, even in this technological time where people don't know to make mixtapes in the cassette format, they don't actually take the tape and play the tape. It'll give you the tape and tell you about how to do the tape in 10 days. And it takes like 50 minutes per side or 30 minutes per side. If they're giving you MP3s, no one is asking you, hey man, why don't you sync an MP3 to my phone? If no one is asking you, hey man, let me hit you up with my file sharing site so you can see my mixes, you can hear my mixes. If no one is downloading your mixes onto their car, they play back in their car or anything, you're screwed, man. You suck. And that's my problem with the DMC championship. A lot of you dudes, man, and you can see on your YouTube channel, you put up one video, the video's a minute and a half, it's 2.5. Come on, man, put up your mixtape, man. Put up your mix. Right? Now, DJ Vekid, when he tried to name drop, talking about he showcased the Cash Money. He did not showcase the Cash Money. What he did was a venue with Cash Money, and he opened for Cash Money. You know how that works, right? If the club is going to be open 6 hours from 8 to 2, right? You that opening DJ, because nobody ever heard of you, right? Cash Money is the headliner. He the dude that's coming in at 11 o'clock at midnight to close, right? Right? That's how it works. They bring you in, and then Mr. C's gonna close up. The strongest finisher in the game. They bring in Mr. C at midnight and tell him to work working from midnight to 2 when they close the club. They bring in somebody like you, some dude ain't nobody heard of, with your trophies and your championship rings and shit, but still nobody ever heard of you. You know? You just one step above the dude, the club owner's nephew. Right? His nephew working for $10. He's trying to get club credit. Talking about he showcased with Mr. C. He didn't showcase with Mr. C. Alright? He was open for Mr. C. Don't fool yourself. And so my thing is, man, look. A lot of you young dudes, man, y'all just, there's no appreciation, man. There's everybody full of hate. Everybody full of spite and hate. And I know where you got that from. You got that from women. You got that from your mother and your sisters and your aunt, your fat aunt with the big bursitis shoulder and, and the diabetes and all of that. Sitting up in there hating. But the dude could appreciate another dude and say, hey, man, what I find is with a lot of DJs, it's not that I don't like them, but I find I just don't like the style of music that they play. Like drum and bass. I think drum and bass is awful. That shit is awful. Trip hop is awful. Acid jazz. I think that shit is awful too. I just think a lot of that is awful. I think a lot of that is awful. But, I'm not going to hate on the DJ. I just say, look, man, I heard your mix, and, it's not my speed. It's not my cup of tea. This is new age hip-hop. It's contemporary hip-hop. I don't like it. What's going on with you? You got to go play, man. I'm over here just making a video. You got to play with your buddies over there. See? Fun. Hey, dude, man, your DJ sets up. Look, you're getting all upset now. The DJ said, come on, this is the young dude right here. This is young DJ. This is that dude, that 13-year-old dude with the 6-minute routine of how he went to Scratch Academy and learned how to DJ. Yeah? What's your name? Did they call you Lil Vic? Yeah? All right, man, I see you. I hear you. You go ahead and do that thing, man. 2 turntables and a microphone, dog. Don't ever forget it. 2 turntables and a microphone. What you got there? Vitamin water? The 50-cent product? Yeah? So, what I'm saying, man, look, man. This whole thing with the DJing, man, look. There are a lot of dudes I like, man. And that's how you show appreciation. I was talking to my man Tony Soul. I said that's how you show appreciation. If a dude got you on his phone or in his house or in his car, and he likes it, if all you got is 1 minute, 2 minute clips to showcase your talent, you ain't got correct. You don't have an hour mixtape, 50 minutes, 40 minutes, something that really showcases how you get down, right? Then you suck. He's got a limited skill set. I'm a man, Needle Jerk. He got offended at that. I always say he got offended, but look, man, that's true. You sit up here, jigga. That's cool and everything. But what you gonna do for the other 45 minutes of your set? Right? And that's what a lot of you dudes don't learn. You don't learn how to showcase, to really showcase, right? Because people are listening to the music because they want to be inspired by the music and they want to dance. And you are doing no such thing. No such thing. So, I hear all these young dudes, man, especially everybody gets to be an internet gangster now. They get to be on the internet and be as disrespectful and disruptive and insightful as they want to be. This doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Like I said, if you don't like what somebody's doing, but make your dislike on principle, not on bitch harmonies, bitch rhythms. Make it on principle, not on bitch rhythms. Oh, I don't like what he's doing because you don't know nothing about nothing, and I learned everything I learned at Scratch Academy because my dad wrote a check for $6,500, and I spent 10 weeks learning how to scratch. Whatever, man. All right? Imagine Grand Wizard Theodore, growing up in the Bronx. Hey, Mom, can you give me $7 grand so I can go to Scratch Academy and learn how to DJ? Next video is going to be about appreciation, the things that I like, man. Showing that big love for the DJs on the set. Good.